I'm Craig Perry, singer-songwriter, pianist, guitarist. The Rolling Stone competition itself is billed as the Middle East's biggest original music singer-songwriter competition, and we're now at round 4. It's live, which means that I've produced 4 different videos. The songs that I've recorded so far has probably been a progression in terms of style. Because I got into the competition literally off a bedroom video of me and a guitar, I wanted the first song, which is called Lose Ourselves, to be a sort of slightly more polished version of that bedroom recording. It's a love song, but without being too cheesy. It's not lamenting, it's not about love lost, you know. It's about taking those first steps into a new relationship and about just letting go, you know, whether you've been hurt before or afraid of getting hurt again. Just, you've got to take that step. You know, I know it's raw, I know it's rough, but that's kind of how I wanted it to be, because it was raw and rough how I got in, so I think it was a good first step into the competition. The second song is called Stop. It's a very personal song. It's, you know, that if you listen to the lyrics, it tells a story. It's quite thematic. And, you know, although it's about a girl in the story, it's a story of someone who's probably slightly broken, in need of fixing maybe, and actually a message that it doesn't take much to fix that person. It just requires you to occasionally stop and look around, you know, and that's something which was quite personal to me at that time. So it's probably a song more about me than it is about the girl, but it's easier to write about someone else than it is yourself. We actually filmed that on the top of a helipad on the 40th floor or something, overlooking Abu Dhabi. The third track is called Mrs. Stevenson, and Mrs. Stevenson is probably the poppiest song out of the 4. A few years ago I had a very weird dream where, I don't know if you've seen the film Fight Club. There's that scene towards the end where Tyler Durden, I think his name is training up mercenaries to create carnage, terror. And so Mrs. Stevenson was instead of Tyler Durden, it was my mate's mum in a kitchen training mercenaries to create carnage. You know, it wasn't too violent, but it was all really weird and dark, and she was the culprit for that. And I wanted to create a kind of comic book, cabaret, Moulin Rouge, sexy Moulin Rouge circus type feel. And I think we did a pretty good job. It's got a lot of good feedback. The 4th song is Hurricane. That's kind of a sign-off song, you know. It was going to be the last song in the competition, certainly for getting through to the final. And it's a sign-off of a relationship, and that's what it is, you know. These things, they come in and you have it and you experience it, and it's great and it's crap and whatever. I think it shows the build and the drop-off whilst talking about the end of a relationship. As part of the project, I've done quite a lot of work with White Cube. Something crazy, Mrs. Stevenson, we recorded that track, but before I'd even met the guys at White Cube, they were in the studio one evening the night before I came in, recording drums to a song they'd only heard that day, you know, to help me out, which was amazing. In terms of timescales, we were short, and White Cube could deliver on those. In terms of video production, I was stuck. I had to submit by midnight, and it was midday, and my video producer dropped out on me, went quiet, I didn't hear anything. I called up you guys, and I had a video. You know, it was done, and it was good. It was good quality. I could not have done it. I would not be here without you guys. I would have been kicked out of the competition. It's as simple as that. So if people want to reach out to me, they can do that on Facebook, on Twitter, on YouTube. The addresses for those is all / Craig Perry Music. Or if people want to vote for me, which we still have a few hours left, which would be amazing, before the deadline, which I think is Sunday morning, maybe midday. But every single vote counts. So if you can vote for me and you like what you hear, please take a couple of minutes just to register. The website for that is www.rollingstoneme.com /STS, Street to Stage.